beautiful people. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. I am your girl, Creatrix, and this is my channel called The World Stage. Okay, so here on the world stage, okay, we're going to talk about things that are occult knowledge, mysteries, secrets. Okay, I have done a lot of hard work, right, to heal myself and create or birth myself to be a clear channel for the people. Okay, I've went through the troubles, the trials, the tribulation, the healing, the whole journey, right? To be able to be a clear channel to share the information with the people that are going to be able to digest it, recognize it, and digest it. So I will generously and genuinely share the downloads, the uploads, the channels that I get from the universe. Okay? The stuff that nobody is going to ever tell you. Even the stuff that you can't read in books. I will be sharing that here on my channel. And I'm sure you're thinking, why? Why now? Why is this information coming out now? It's because it's a new era. It's a new era. There's a new system afoot. There's a shift. The shift has already happened. We are in the shift. And it was subtle, but it's huge. It's huge. And this channel will serve as a guideline for future generations living in the earth realm to be able to win. What do I mean by win? Okay, so the world stage, my channel is called The World Stage because the world literally is a stage. Okay, we're being watched. We're constantly being watched, all right, by otherworldly beings. You can compare the planet Earth, or yeah, I guess Earth is a planet. It's more of a realm, not really a planet, but you can compare the Earth realm to like a gladiator game, or like Hunger Games, or if you've ever seen Divergent, right? These are movies, Alien versus Predator, that one where the humans are on a planet and they have to figure out how to get out, but they're also being hunted, right? So that's basically what the Earth realm is, okay? It's survival of the fittest, survival of the wisest, survival of the person with the most magic, who has the most disciplined control of themselves. Okay, so with this video, right? So this is a game, a stage, right? We're being watched. It's like a play that's unfolding, right? So every game has winners, and every winner gets a prize, right? That's the whole point of a game, right? So I'm going to start with the winners, the prize, and work my way backwards on this game. On this game. Work my way backwards on this channel, right? I keep getting, I am the channel, I am the channel. Yes, I am the channel. Like, you're watching my channel, but I am the channel. I don't know why they keep stressing that. And when I say they, I'm talking about my guides. I'm constantly picking up messages from them and other entities and beings who come into my auric sphere to tell me things. Okay, so yes, you have winners of this game, all right? And there's levels to winning, right? There's levels in general, and you get prizes at every level, right? That's why you see this kind of hierarchy situation going on in the world, right? You know, money, cars, clothes, being attractive, certain wisdom, certain positions that people have in the world. Those those are given to the quote unquote winners, right? And so far, or at least recently, the winners have been people who gatekeep the knowledge, the occult knowledge, okay? And occult just means secret knowledge, right? That's why the book The Secret was such a big deal, because that is occult knowledge that is not widely known. It's known, right? But it's not widely known, and that's why it's secret knowledge. But so yeah, there's these winners at different levels, but there's also an ultimate winner. There's an ultimate winner as well of the whole entire game. So there's levels of winning. It's like you get a bronze medal, you get a silver medal, and then there's the gold medal. Okay? And when the gold medal is given out, that's when the game switches, okay? Because what the winner gets to do, and we're going to get into the prizes now, what the winner gets to do is they get to change the rules of the game. They get to have whatever they want. Like, the winner gets to choose whatever they want. How do I know this? Because I'm the winner. I'm the winner. Just keep watching my channel. But I'm the winner. I know what you're thinking. I'm the winner. So what happens when you're the gold winner, right? The ultimate winner of this game is an entity comes to you, okay? Like an entity came to me. And there's going to be more winners after me. Now that I'm going to share with you how I won, there are going to be more winners that come after me. So this is good information, so you know what to expect, right? So there's an entity that comes forward to you, and this is a very ancient being, okay? You can call this the Most High, because this is the Most High. And I'm not talking about the God of the Bible or Allah or Yahweh or, Baphomet or Baphomet is actually a representation of the Most High. So I'm not talking about Satan or the devil and the Orisha and all of those are beautiful, amazing beings, but all of those beings come from the Most High. So this being will come to you and ask you what you want. As the winner, what do you want? And you get to tell this being what it is that you want. And what you want can be so big that it literally rewrites the structure of the earth realm. There's no limit, right? There's no limit to what you can receive. Whatever, money, cars, clothes, you can get whatever you want. Most of the time, when you get to the gold star, when you get to be the winner, you supersede those kinds of material things. So I don't know, when I won, I didn't even ask. I'm not going to talk about what I asked for, but it wasn't that stuff, right? So what's been happening in this game, right? I'm being called to talk about it because you might be asking, at these different levels, there's people who have the cars, the clothes, the money, the 304s, all of that, right? According to the song, y'all know what I'm talking about. Like, you might be wondering, like, how do these people get these things if being an ultimate winner means that you surpass the desire for those things? Well, like I said, there's winners at every level, right? So you can have, let's say the 6th level, right, is where you become a master manifester. I don't know, I'm just making up a number, okay? And you learn how to manifest cars, clothes, things like that. But these people, right, they might join secret societies that worship and make deals with beings that are trickster spirits that will give you what you want, whether it's cars, clothes, money, whatever, but in return they'll ask for something totally priceless, like your soul or your energy, your loyalty. And they might ask you to sacrifice people, places, things that are really important to you and are important to your purpose in life, right? Well, that's where people get stuck. Okay, so that's why surpassing the need for material things or money is so important, because once you get to a certain level, you realize that you're always going to be provided for. It doesn't matter if you have actual money in your hand. You're always going to be provided for, right? So all of these different entities and stuff like that, so it's new levels, new devils type of thing. So all of these different entities, they have their way of making you feel like you've won, and you get stuck in a trap, in a cycle, right? But the person who is the most detached, right? The person who's detached from humans, from other people, from family, from material wealth, from all the things that we are embedded into our mind as things that we need, want, desire. Those are the things that we need to detach from in order to be able to move up the levels, right? And it's crazy, like it's so crazy. Like I know I did a lot of work in my past life to be able to move so quickly, because I am the youngest of my kind. I'm 32. I'm 32 years old. Like I'm not supposed to be the gold winner, the gold star winner. And I was told by the Most High that I am the first to get the gold medal. I'm the first to get the gold medal, and I did it so quickly. And I'm so thankful, but it's so amazing. Like my guides were telling me that I was going to do it so quickly because I had done, it's like I was cashing in a check from all of my past lives. I went through so much in my past lives, and I took so much. I don't want to make it seem like being a doormat or letting people run all over you or whatever. It's not that. It's not that. Okay, I'm picking this up. I went in and I did a lot of things solely for the Most High. Like I I did a lot of I worked a lot as a healer, and I did things freely, and I did things for other people, which was gaining me ashe points or karma or dharma, whatever you want to call it, right, in my past lives. And I had racked all that up, all that up, all that up. And trust me, in my past lives, I kept getting bullied. I kept getting beaten down. I kept taking a beating, never took revenge. Um, I kept my heart open and never cashed my check, basically. So from my understanding, I have a lot of like good points, good currency, right, from my past lives, and I've lived a lot of past lives. And so this lifetime, I had saved all that up, right, to come down to earth to make such a quick um jump, like make such a quick jump and stride towards this gold medal. And not to mention that my guides and myself are clever enough that I was under the radar. When I was born, when I was reborn into the family that I was reborn into, it's like a family that nobody would look twice at. Like my family dealt with a lot of issues, okay, like incest, uh, sexual abuse, verbal, physical abuse, um, all different types of stuff, right? Like poverty, a lack mindset, all of these different things that a lot of our families deal with. Okay, and that's on purpose, because the Most High doesn't do things on accident. The Most High does things very intentionally and has a million and one reasons as to why it does it. Okay, and just as a side note, I'm gonna speak about the Most High as an it. I'm gonna use the pronouns it, they, their, because when I spoke to the Most High, I was like, "Are you a she?" And she was like, "No, I'm neither. I'm neither male nor female." So I feel comfortable calling the Most High it. Okay, and you can call the Most High. You can use whatever pronouns you like for the Most High, but I'm gonna use it. So anyway, where was I at? So the Most High has a bunch of reasons, literally a million reasons as to why it does what it does. So I was hidden in these amongst my family, right? That was riddled with all this stuff, very toxic, riddled with all these traumas. No one would ever expect, right? Even my body, that me as a female in a female body, low, low income, uh, I was dealing with a lot of anxiety and depression in my early years. Like, nobody would ever think that it would be me. Because what happens is a lot of people get to a certain level. Like, I'm talking about Michael Jackson, I'm talking about Prince, I'm talking about, just these master manifestors that I can't, who else? Nipsey Hussle, who else? Like, just, a bunch of, like, Whitney Houston, right? These people who have reached a level of fame, honor, financial stability, right? All these people who manifested this for their life and who passed away tragically, or lost their marbles, or seemingly lost their marbles, and committed ooh-eyed, you know, like, all of these people, they became targets because they were getting too big, too close to that gold medal. So the powers that be, they wanted to hold them back, right? Because they knew that, like, it's known, occult leaders, people who study the occult, and trust me, there's people who study this down to a science. But I know things that even they don't know. People who have been studying this lifetime after lifetime after lifetime after lifetime. They know that once there's a gold medal winner, that things are going to change rapidly. Things are going to change rapidly, and that's a lot of power for one person to have. All right, i.e. me. That's a lot of power for me, for me to have, right? And the thing that they're not understanding, right? So these people, you might be asking, how do these people who know all of this occult stuff, and they're high up, like the Pope, okay, the presidents of the Rothschilds and all these families that have passed down information, so on and so forth, who've stolen this secret knowledge from Kemet and Africa and all that stuff. Like, how come these people haven't gotten the gold medal? It's because it's so funny. It's so funny. And it's so simple. It's because these people don't know love. They don't know love. They can't detach. It's a trap. They get trapped. They get really, really, really high up in ranking, but then they get trapped. They get trapped in their own shit. They don't know how to love, how to embody love. Right? Because there's different ways that you can get to a destination. And the Most High is a very mysterious entity, right? The Most High, and she loves to keep it that way. That is why Baphomet is hated, despised, feared, right? By most people. Most people look at Baphomet here and think that it is a demon, and X, Y, and Z. Baphomet is a representation of the Most High and was demonized by the church, by occult leaders on purpose, so that people won't tap into Baphomet, so that people will not see the symbolism of Baphomet, so that people won't be the goat, literally. You think that's a coincidence that people who are really good at what they do are called the GOAT, the greatest of all time? No. I am the GOAT. I am the GOAT. I'm sorry, I'm gonna pop my collar a little bit. I get to gloat because I am the GOAT. Okay? And I'm very humble, very modest with it. All right. And another question that might come up for you is, why am I not in the public eye? Why am I not famous? Why haven't I manifested that? Why, one, like I mentioned, is for my safety. My guides purposely block that from me. And this is how they did it. Right? They didn't block me from it because I never wanted to be famous. Most people, what they manifest is, when they become master manifestors, they want to be rich and famous and have this and have that, right? But then you become a target. You're seen. People see you and you become a target. And then you're really in the gladiator games because now you have to worry about your survival. But what the Most High did and my guides did is they used these people's greed and lust for power against them, because I am supposed to be in rooms that they don't want me to be in. I'm supposed to have I don't know what they're called, Fortune 500 company, Fortune 600 companies. Is that what they're called? I'm supposed to be, I am, what do you call it? I do have moolah. I do have all that material stuff, but the people who are supposed to hand it to me, right, in the physical realm, the people who are in control of that, they won't give it to me. They won't give it to me, and they haven't given it to me on purpose, even though that I've won this, and my guides allowed that to happen because I needed to stay under the radar until I became the gold medal winner, which happened very recently, by the way. So all of it was orchestrated for these people, they thought that they were keeping me, that they thought they were keeping me down. They thought that they were taking away from me. They thought that they were winning by seemingly allowing me to lose. By these people are watching me. They're watching me. And no, I do not have a mental illness. I am a completely healthy person. Just in case anybody is wondering, I'm not suffering from paranoia. I'm actually a very happy, healthy individual, right? But these people, they have ways to sense who is leveling up, who's going up. And what they do is, once you start leveling up and things manifest for you in the physical realm, is they usurp you. They try to get you before you get too high, and they say, hey, we want to offer you this deal, we want to give you this contract, right? And what ends up happening is, you're like, whoa, I can't believe I've never seen that amount of money on that piece of paper. That's what I'm gonna get. But in reality, the Most High actually has an unlimited amount of abundance, happiness, and joy for you. But when they usurp you, they use that illusion to make you feel like you got the grand prize, when really you have not at all even touched the surface of that grand prize at all, right? And so what my guides did is, they're so brilliant. The Most High is just so brilliant in the strategy is. They allowed them to keep my inheritance, right? My spiritual physical inheritance away from me, to make them feel, and this is how they protected me, to make them feel that they were winning. Oh, she manifested this amount of money, but we can easily steal it from her, or we can easily keep it from her, she might not be that much of a manifester. She's not that powerful. She can't be. So I still went up the levels. Do you see how the Most High is so amazing? I still went up the levels, because at each level you get a prize, right? But I never got to touch my prizes because these people kept the prizes away from me, right? So it didn't look like I was moving up the levels. So I quietly, in my internal world, in my environment, I leveled up, and these people didn't realize it. But I grabbed that gold medal while they thought that their greed and power was keeping them safe at night. And that's how the Most High rolls. Okay? They choose to worship Baal. They choose to worship Moloch, or they choose to worship so and so and so and so. And I'm not dissing any of those beings, any of those entities. I'm not dissing them. I love them. I love them. Because they're part of the Most High. However, the only real way to get that gold medal is through the Most High, because the Most High isn't going to trick you into giving up something that's even more valuable, right? To gain something that's less valuable. The Most High is very gentle and loving, sincere. Okay, I'm not saying that at times it didn't feel like somebody like had their foot on my neck and were stomping my face in the dirt. Like I'm not saying it didn't feel like that sometimes. That hasn't literally happened to me, but man, I've been through some emotions, some things. It's violent sometimes. Healing can be very violent when you're pushing out really traumatic emotions and you're working through these things. It's very it can be daunting, it can be scary. I had to let go of a lot of fear, but in order to let go of fear, you have to feel it. You have to face it. It's tough. It's tough. But what the Most High did is the Most High, as much as possible, made everything else comfortable for me. And I might not have had the type of comfort that comes from money, cars, clothes, people. I had to be in solitude. I had to be alone a lot. A lot. I had to grow in the I had to be a flower that could grow in the dark. I had to be, in the words of Tupac, another master manifester who was brutally taken out because he was becoming too powerful. I had to be a rose that grew in the concrete with no audience, nobody to see me. Yeah. So my channel is going to be about me, talking about how I did this, right? My journey. And my hope is that you can watch this and you can understand and start to work in your own life and make yourself available to your guides. Make yourself available to the Most High. Because there are a lot of things that can make us slip up, right? This is a war zone. The earth realm is a war zone. Does that mean there's not peace and love and happiness and greatness? No, it doesn't mean that there's not that, but ultimately, the earth realm is a stage, and we're players in that stage. All right, so we got to move in a very strategic way. Okay, does that mean being anxious and depressed and constantly paranoid and looking over our shoulder? No, it means the opposite. Because faith can get you really far. Faith is what helps you manifest your best outcome. All right? I love you all so very much, and I'm really excited to conquer. I just that word just came in my mind, to conquer, and to conquer with you all right? Um, I just have this feeling that I'm gonna meet my tribe. I'm gonna meet my tribe through this video. Or maybe not this video, through this channel. I'm gonna meet my tribe. That's what I just heard. Maybe you're gonna meet your tribe soon. You're gonna meet a group of people, your soul family. All right. I love you all so very much. Let me know what you thought about this video, because like this is just crazy in the best way, amazing, right? um yeah, subscribe, like, all of that good stuff. I love you all so much. See you in the next video.